Hey guys, today's project is going to be a Seashell Seahorse wand topper. I wanted to make sure I said it correctly. Now this is from a Stitch for You. It's in the hoop and I got it on Etsy. So this is going to be part of the crown that I made yesterday, a different color. But this is the first time I've ever used this design, so I'm still getting used to it. And you'll notice there are little pauses here and there because I'm confused about some of the steps. Now normally I don't do a placement stitch. These I already know what size I need, but like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm just going to do as the directions say. And so right now it's doing the tack down stitch for the seashell topper. Now there is one step that I did skip because I was very confused of why. But I guess if you were using a different material, I can definitely see why. So I believe here is where I get confused because normally this would be the step when you're sandwiching the front and the back together. So this is step 3, and this is going to be the pretty design around the seashell. But like with the crown, if you remember from my video yesterday, this step was actually the step where you put the two pieces together. And when we get to that part, when it's all said and done, you'll see why I was confused at why this design was made this way, because the back side doesn't look pretty, and you're going to see the front and the back when you put this project together. So I'm going to have to remember to skip this step when I do the next one and put this as my last step, or my second to last step. I can't remember, but we'll figure it out, and I'll show you that in tomorrow's project. Now I didn't fast forward all of this video because I wanted to have time to explain why I got confused here. But on this step there is no back. I haven't placed the back side to this project, so that's where I was confused at, and so I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Now this project takes about 12 minutes according to the instructions, and if you heard my dog barking, I actually did this last night about 9 o'clock, so they usually get feisty in the evening, and so that's why you heard them barking in the background. So right after this step is going to be the placement stitch. In this design, you're supposed to there's an applique in the middle of the design, which I didn't want to do because I feel it would take away from all the glitter on this canvas vinyl. So I skipped that part, and here that was the placement, or the placement stitch. So I did fast forward this, but I wanted to show you what I did. I didn't want to skip over that. And then this is the tack down stitch. So if you were putting an applique here, that's what this step would be, but I didn't want to do that. And so that's why you see it doing that. Now I do hesitate here a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what's going on, or maybe it was before, I'm not sure. But this is the design that would be on your applique. But I think it looks so pretty without it. I think with this type of material, it would take away from the look that I'm looking for. but this is really pretty, and I'm using a gold color here, and this will match the colors on the crown that I've already done. So that's another reason why I didn't want to use I didn't want to put an applique on this particular project, because I think it would have taken away from the overall look that I'm going for. But overall, I think that this project came out really nice at the end. Like I said, there are some steps that I'm gonna have to skip and then configure in the design. But when I post that video tomorrow, I probably won't do a voiceover. I'll probably just talk through the steps while I do it. But there's so much going on in my house with the dogs and the kids being home. That's why I do voiceover. So, but you'll have to forgive me for that on tomorrow's video. But overall, I think this project is really simple, really easy. And if you're new to embroidery, like I am, I think this is the smaller projects and the hoop are a great way to learn and master the craft of embroidering, well, machine embroidering, because if you dive into the bigger projects, you know, that can cost a lot of money, and I really wanted to do something that I would enjoy and not get burnt out on. But I'm really enjoying this, working with this glitter vinyl canvas. It's so easy to work with, and it's so easy to cut your project out without having to worry about fraying. So I believe this step is where the seahorse is going to be stitched in, and it actually came out better than what I thought. It was kind of hard to see the picture online on how it was going to look, but I think without having followed the step and having putting the applique material on here and leaving that step out, I think it made the seahorse pop out more. Now at the end of the project, I'm not going to put it all together, but the idea is to put it together and have like ribbon flowing from the bottom of the topper onto the handle. And that was another reason why I didn't want to put too much detail on the seashell, because I think it would be too messy and too cluttered. And I wanted to really focus on the sparkle of the glitter vinyl, if that makes sense. So in my head, I have an idea of how this is all going to come together, but I will definitely show you that process in another video in the future. But right now, I just wanted to focus on the steps in making the topper. So at this point, I've already attached the back to the bottom of the hoop. I showed that to you in the video yesterday, and so I just didn't want to be repetitive and showing you the same thing. So now it's just a simple stitch all the way around, and that's what's going to connect the two pieces together. I do not like the way it turned out, and I will show you that in a minute. But obviously you can follow the steps as the design is given to you, but I really didn't understand why this particular design was made that way, considering that the crown made a point to put that third step in that design to the second to last step in the crown, if that makes sense. So it takes me forever to cut stuff out. So I'm going to do that off camera, and this is the finished product. And if you can see here, it only has one stitch all the way around, and there's a little knot at the end, which I'm not really sure what happened. But that's the reason why I didn't understand why that third step in this project was not put in the same order as the crown project. So I'm using the crochet needle to open the hole at the bottom. These dowels I got from the Dollar Tree. You get 10 in a pack. And here we go. Now this project isn't complete, but I just wanted you to see what I used. And I forgot I had gotten these fabric scissors when I bought my embroidery machine. So I'm just showing you how easier it was for me to cut that out. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this project. You have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.